The Prime Minister is apologizing today over how he reacted last night at a Liberal fundraiser when a protester interrupted the event.
Prime Minister Trudeau, people in Grassy Narrows are suffering from mercury poisoning. You committed to addressing this crisis.
Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for your donation tonight. I really appreciate it.
If you can't quite make that out, Justin Trudeau tells the woman being removed, "Thank you for your donation." She and other protesters were there to draw attention to what they say is a mercury crisis in Grassy Narrows. Industrial pollution contaminated the water in the Ontario First Nations community in the 1960s and 70s, and researchers have found 90% of people living there experience symptoms of mercury poisoning. Today, Justin Trudeau offered an apology.
As I think you all know, from time to time, I'm in situations where people are expressing concerns or protesting a particular thing, and I always try to be respectful and always try to engage with them in a positive way. That's how I believe democracy should function, and I didn't do that last night. Last night, I lacked respect towards them, and I apologize for that.
So how are people from Grassy Narrows reacting? Judy De Silva is a member of the Grassy Narrows First Nations community, and she joins us now from Toronto. Hi, Ms. De Silva. Thanks very much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Hi.
You were outside the event, I understand, last night. What's your impression, your understanding of what happened inside with the Prime Minister?
My impression is that, well, we saw the video as soon as the people came out from there. So our immediate reaction was, I guess, dismay right away, because I know it was the Trudeau fundraiser, and they had donors in there. So like 2 of our people went in there, 2 of our advocates, and they told us right away what happened when they came out. And so like Trudeau's reaction was very disappointing, because I thought like all these years that he would be different than the other prime ministers that were before him.
Were you surprised when you saw what he said?
I wasn't surprised in a way, because we are used to dealing with government. Like, we've been poisoned since 1962, and we have 10 tons of mercury in our river system, and we are poisoned, a poisoned people. And so like we've been dealing with government for a long time, so like it wasn't a surprise, no.
Can you tell me a little bit about, can you help our viewers understand what the situation is like in Grassy Narrows with mercury poisoning, and what was the message you were hoping to deliver to the Prime Minister?
The people in Grassy are showing the symptoms of poisoning, and it's a neurological poison. It attacks the brain, and it slowly deteriorates the body, because the brain starts getting affected, and the older generation, it's more visible. And one of the things that world-renowned mercury expert Dr. Mergler said is that we have no elders, because they have premature death. And we have, like, she was concerned with the 30 and 40-year-olds, that the way that the older generation have passed, it's going to be worse for the 30 and 40-year-olds. And we need the Mercury Home to help our people, be taken care of in a humane way.
And that's what you're looking for. I know you're looking for sort of like a clinic to treat people, right, who are suffering from this, so many people. And then what else are you looking for from the federal government?
Well, the Mercury Home is part of it, but there's also like all around mercury justice for our people. Like, when you think in mainstream Canadian society, like if they had 10 tons of mercury that was dumped into their river system, there would be a different and immediate reaction. And an example of that is the Walkerton E. coli poisoning that happened there, and it was an immediate action that happened there, and that's what we're looking for. And part of that is the full compensation for the community members, and right now we go through a Mercury Disability Board, and only like a small percentage of our people get accepted as having mercury poisoning, and meanwhile we all know we're poisoned by mercury.
The Prime Minister did apologize for his comments. Is that enough?
It's not enough for me, and I just feel like it's just words, and the words that he coined, reconciliation, like to me those are dead words, and I have no faith in them, and his apology means nothing. And if he came to Grassy Narrows and he came and saw our people and how they look and how our community is, then maybe if he came and apologized there, then I would take that more to heart than today's apology.
So you're looking for a more direct apology. Is that accurate?
Maybe not just the apology, but action behind the apology, and like concrete actions. And when Minister Philpott was the one who promised us the Mercury home, when we told her, you know, the groundbreaking is going to be August 2019, she said, I want it in June. And so that kind of mentality is what we need. That kind of mobilization is what we need, and not just blank words.
Do you think that Minister Philpott's resignation from cabinet, is that something that concerns you?
It does concern me, because her energy was really in a humane way, and I felt her when we would meet with her that she understood our mercury crisis, and that's why she promised us the mercury home. And now, like, there's Seamus O'Regan who took her place, and the chief and council has written him 2 letters, and we've only met with lower level bureaucrats that have just kept meetings and meetings, and it's just stalling the process of getting the mercury home built.
Okay, I have to leave it there, but I really appreciate your time, Ms. De Silva. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.